So let's talk about the story that refuses to stay quiet. The girl named Anu, claiming to be Davido's daughter, and the DNA drama shaking social media. So here's the background.
Let's have it.
This story didn't start today. For years, Anu and her mother have maintained that Davido is her biological father. Her mother, who have been identified publicly over time, insists there was a relationship and that Anu was born from it. As Anu grew older, the issue followed her. Questions, bullying, online comments, and eventually, she decided to speak for herself. Anu has repeatedly reached out to Davido, not with insults, not with threats, but with one simple question: a DNA test to show who she really is. Davido, on the other hand, has been very clear. He has flatly denied being her father. He says he never had a relationship with her mother. He claims that multiple DNA tests, up to 5, have already been conducted and all came back negative. End of story, right? Not quite. Recently, Anu released screenshots of direct messages between herself and Davido. Messages that show she reached out calmly. Messages where she asked for clarity, not clout. And messages that reignited the entire conversation online. Now, let's pause and be honest. If Davido is truly her father, then denying her publicly makes no sense. There would be no reason to run, no reason to fight. The right thing would be to take responsibility and protect the child. But if Davido is not her father, then this situation becomes something else entirely. At that point, the real question shifts to the mother, because the truth is simple. A child doesn't choose her parents. A child doesn't create paternity drama. A child only repeats the story she's been told. If the mother knows who the real father is, then continuing this public back and forth is not justice, it's trauma. Dragging a young girl through social media wars, rejections, headlines, and public disbelief is harmful, and repeatedly attaching Davido's name to her life, if he's not her father, crosses into harassment, slander, or libel depending on how the law sees it. This is not about clout, this is not about fame, this is about closure. And here's the balanced truth. Anu is not the villain here. She's a young girl searching for identity. She deserves answers. For the sake of peace, for the sake of her mental health, and for the sake of finality. If Davido is confident that he is not her father, then despite the claims of past tests, one more DNA test with Anu directly involved ends everything. No argument, no he said, she said, just science, just closure. And if that test says no, then the mother owes that girl the truth, the real father's name, and a life without this shadow. Because at the end of the day, adults can argue, celebrities can defend themselves, but a child deserves clarity, dignity, and peace. That's the story. No sides, just sense. So here is the $1 million question. Do you really believe Davido is Anu's father? Let me know your take in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more premium gist.